CMSportsNet presents A Season Lost, High School Lacrosse 2020. Brought to you by Carroll Lynx.
Good afternoon and welcome to A Season Lost. My name is Megan Woodward and I am a sports reporter at the Carroll County Times. With me this afternoon, we have Julie Moreland, assistant girls lacrosse coach at Westminster High School. We have Lauren Saltz, and we also have Reagan Davis, who are current players for the varsity lacrosse team at Westminster as well. And thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me this afternoon, ladies.
Thanks for having us.
So can you go ahead, Julie, and just kind of go ahead and tell me how you have personally been affected by the pandemic and the shutdown since it hit in March?
Personally, as a coach, it was a tough loss. We were standing on the field at a scrimmage when we got the news that we were going to be shut down for 2 weeks. And I tried to stay hopeful that we were just going to take a quick break and get back to it. But then we continued to get, more delays and more delays. So it didn't seem too hopeful. I just know we were set up for a great season, and we had a lot of puzzle pieces put together, and the girls were ready to go. So we didn't get that far into it at all, but it's been tough on all of us.
Sure. And if you girls wanted to go ahead and add anything to that for your personal experiences as well?
I think it was just really unfortunate for with the seniors and everything, being so close to them over these past 3 years and not being able to finish out their senior year with them was really sad. And I know they were really disappointed. So I think all of us felt that on the field.
And for you, Reagan?
Yeah, my freshman year I got to play with them, and it was a really fun experience. And then it was kind of a bummer to end the season so quickly because I was really excited for another year to get to grow off of them because they're all amazing players, and it was a really good experience to be playing with them, and it just was really unfortunate that it came to an end so quick.
Sure. And I know, obviously, Westminster won 2 straight state championships, entering the 2020 season.
Yeah.
Obviously, we didn't get a chance to see what could happen this particular spring, but what were some of the expectations that you guys had coming in to this spring when you went minus the pandemic, just knowing the weapons that you guys had and the depth that you guys had this year?
I think we had a lot of sophomores coming up this year, and I think it was exciting to kind of teach them and grow with them and kind of bring them onto the team. I think it was just we were going to grow with them and really have a platform coming up. So then when we all leave, we have a kind of a big senior class and a good junior class this year that we're going to leave, and it was exciting to teach them, so that when they bring up with the freshmen that the varsity team was going to be pretty good. We were going to keep that role of, getting to the playoffs, hopefully getting to another state title. But, yeah, I guess that's what the expectations are this year.
We were the team to beat, so everyone knew we were the state champs 2 years in a row, and we all had a target on our back. So all of the underclassmen that were coming up and playing with us were working really hard. They really wanted to do well and help the team out this year. So we were ready to go, but it didn't happen.
Yeah, I think as coaches, we had, John Brown as our head coach came in, and he had everybody set up from, the pieces of what we need in a coaching staff. Brought in a great defensive coach in Brian Nave. We had Carolyn Jameson bringing in the college player perspective for the girls as a mentor. Bird Brown was doing the agility and keeping our girls busy working footwork and skills. And we had a talented group of seniors that these guys already got to work with, and a great group of freshmen that came in, looking from our JV to our varsity that we were building for years to come. So, we don't know right now what's going to happen with this lapse in year.
Sure. So what are some ways that each of you have been able to kind of stay active, but also stay connected with one another, during this time?
Well, we had a team app coming into the season where we all put in our workouts, what we were doing. And even once the shutdown started, for months after, we were still connecting on there, telling everyone workouts, if we're going to go run and things like that, just trying to encourage everyone else, to get out there and to keep going, because even if we weren't going to have a season, like coming into the next year and even into summer, like most of the girls play club. So just wanting to get everyone to keep the stick in their hand and just stay active and on the field through that app. So, yeah.
Yeah, we all kept in contact through that team app, and Carolyn Jameson, the college player who came in, would send us some of her workouts she did, and we would take pictures and just send them and show that we were working hard on our own. And sometimes people met up with like two other girls, and we just all had a good time working out and sent pictures with each other.
The team spirit was definitely there when we first got shut down. We stayed connected. We did fun stuff with our videos online and doing silly stuff. That the team spirit and trying to keep the girls connected was great. You did see the little lull in it, but we tried to give the girls a balance between still working out and being strong and ready to jump back on the field if we had the opportunity. But we tried to make it fun too, because we always incorporate that into our season.
Sure. And I saw Coach Brown did a nice little senior spotlight for a lot of your teammates. How do you think that definitely sent them off, or how do you think that set them off on a high note, despite them not being able to play that senior season, but still getting that recognition, kind of to make it one and the same?
I think it is the seniors. They're looking forward to that. They're looking forward to their final season, their season send off. It's what they've been working up to all the years. And we tried to make it as special as possible. I think they had a unique send off, which hopefully they'll be able to remember that. It's kind of like everybody with their birthdays now, whoever had the quarantine birthdays, you try to make it special, and it's definitely going to be one to remember. So just trying to make them feel as special as possible.
Yeah.
Awesome. So Reagan, I understand that you're a rising junior this year. I understand that this is a interesting recruiting period. And either one of you can answer this question, but for you, Reagan, I'm curious to hear your thoughts on maybe how the pandemic has affected the recruiting process for you, or anything, or how you can expect to move forward from this, when we're in a very strange time.
Yeah. Well, it was definitely really stressful, because once our high school season ended, I was kind of worried. I was like flustered because I didn't have more time to practice with a team, and I had a lot less time with the stick in my hand. And I'm a defender, so I really need other girls to do 1v1s with me and work on team defense and communication. So without our high school season, I did miss out on a lot of practice that I wanted for this summer to showcase myself at tournaments. And then we started practicing for club, and our tournament started getting canceled. So it really did get stressful, because right now we still don't know what's going to happen with us. They think that we're probably going to have to get recruited next year, which will be really weird, but it's all an adjustment. I just got to keep working hard and keep putting in the time, and I'll get where I need to go.
Sure. And Lauren, for you, I know you're entering your senior year, but I'm not sure if we've talked about this before, but do you already know where you're heading to school to play?
Yeah, I'm committed to Penn State.
That is so exciting. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
And this question can go for either one of you, but do you think that, just from what we're seeing so far, I know there's a lot of uncertainty right now, but do you think that we might see some sports playing, if they can observe social distancing, or do you think it's still probably a little too soon to guess?
I'm obviously very hopeful that we will. Just I'm not used to not playing. Like, I played 3 sports, so like I'm back to back to back on seasons, and like not playing is really just, it's weird. Like, I feel uncomfortable, but I really don't know. I feel like there will be some type of sports. I don't know if it will be pushed back. Like, maybe they'll push back the fall sports to later in the winter or right before the spring or something like that. I've heard that might happen, but I'm very hopeful that it will, because I'm kind of going crazy not being able to, play with other people.
Yeah, I'm pretty hopeful as well. I do think that they're going to push back a lot of our fall sports, because I'm not sure if we're going to go back to school, but I'm hopeful that we do.
Did you want to add anything to that, Julie?
I just think it's, as we keep saying, we're hopeful. We have to hold out that hope that we can get anything. And, I've heard about the playing just within our county. I feel like at this point, anything we can get, because going back to school, I mean, the education is important. And I know some people think we're all sports nuts because we miss this and we live for this stuff. But I feel like it's such a big part of the mental health of these players. And, it gives them a drive to do better in school and stay on that schedule and have that commitment. So I hope we can get a little piece of it to keep them going and motivated and interested and working hard.
Absolutely. And for you, Lauren, since this is your senior year and you are a 3-sport athlete, what are some of your personal goals coming in with the respective sports that you play, with, hoping that they'll be able to resume if it happens?
Yeah, I think just leaving
Mhm.
leaving with the girls, like knowing who I was and like keeping like I guess just like trying to teach them and let them grow, and like I want to like leave something there so that they know that like I was there, that I made an impact on them before I left, because I think that's one of like the best feelings, is knowing that you had an impact on like a younger girl or younger player. Like I know for me, some of the people like Anna Ruby and Hannah Dentino, like they had such a big impact on me and the player that I've become. And I just hope that like when I leave, like this senior year, if we get the chance to play, that I'll have that impact on the juniors and the incoming freshmen and even people like that.
Absolutely. And Julie, I'll go ahead and get your take on this first. But so from a coach's perspective, how much do you think that the pandemic and the cancellation of this spring season, how do you think that is going to affect maybe next year's program, next year's team, especially the younger players who are expected to really start to make an impact?
I'm hoping that the key players that we had are still working. A lot of our girls do play club, but we had a lot of players that didn't play club too. So I think in the break, I'm hoping they don't lose their interest in the sport and they can, come back and still be able to step up. I feel like we all look at that we're in the same boat. Everybody's, kind of held off, but I'm watching these players and they're finding any chance they can right now to play lacrosse, whether it's in a showcase or we're able to have some of our girls playing in Howard County in a league. And you're seeing a lot of the people are setting up good social distance practicing. And doing, they're tweaking the game a little bit, but I hope it doesn't affect us too much. But honestly, until we can kind of all get back together again, we don't get to see each other face to face right now all the time. So, hopefully we're going to work hard. And, I know when we all get back out there, we're so excited to be back. So that's a big thing for me. I'm just missing the girls so much. I keep thinking, it'll hit me in the middle of the day. I'm like, oh my gosh, we really missed out on this season.
Yeah.
Tough. So.
And if you girls wanted to add to that?
I don't know. I guess just the whole pandemic and thing, I think there is like a little silver lining in it, being that like it shows like resilience and hard work and dedication, and a lot of the girls that like even though they're not having a season, they're still putting in the effort, and they have their stick in their hand and they're going for runs and they're lifting and they're still putting in all of the work to be that better player in the future, even though they're missing this opportunity right now. So I guess that is a little bit of a silver lining.
Sure.
Yeah, it really does show who really wants to be there and who wants to put the time in, who's going to wake up early and go for a run and keep practicing on their own, and who's going to sit around and not do anything. It does show who will try their hardest.
So, and this question can go for either one of you as well. So when sports do come back, which they will eventually, we just don't know when, but what are each of you most looking forward to when they're able to resume and we are finally able to get back into a regular routine?
I'd say, I mean, if we even get like bus rides or things like that, like those are just the best part of it, playing music and just having a fun time before you get to the game and after the game. It's just like the little moments with your team, not even like on the field, but also off the field, being with them. That's like the best environment. And I guess that's what I'm most looking forward to.
the bus rides and just doing all of the team activities. Last year we did a lot of fun practices. So on like special holidays, like we do a green practice for Shamrocks, and it was just really fun to have a day where we could just all be together and run around outside and just not have to worry about like going hard and practicing really, really tough. We would just let loose and hang out with each other and have fun. I'm excited to see everyone again and actually be able to be closer than 6 feet.
Absolutely. Well, that's all that I had for you all. And I mean, I really appreciate you being here with us today. And let's hope that sports resume soon. And I wish you all the best of luck in the future. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.